Now let's add the skirt and finish our dress. To make the skirt, it's pretty simple. It's just basic flat skirt shape, and depending how many gathers you want to the waist, then make the top wider or narrower. I am going to make it 400, so there will be some gathers there, not too many. So I click once, make the width 400 and make the height 900, bit longer. I wanted to reach up the floor, so something like that. And then I am going to take this point outwards, holding down shift. I'll take it out by 290 and then do the same thing on the side. Then I'll give it a curve. And then because I want to show this onto the middle part here, it actually going to quite easy because the seam is here on this side. So we can just sew from there up to there and then sew the other skirt onto the other half of the belt. Now if your seam wasn't here but was in the back, then you could have to cut this belt line into 3 pieces. So you make it 300 in the middle and 150 on either side, then it sew this part to the middle part and then your other skirt to one part here and to that 150 over there. But since it's here on the side, that makes it easier, so I am just going to cut it in half, split it and then segment sew this to there. And just to speed up the simulation, I am going to unselect that, then just deactivate that and then simulate and put the where it is skirt on the skirt. That's satin. That should I change something that, but anyways I saved in that I did change so that I can use them. And then let's drape it, and there you can see we have some gathers. If you want some more, then you can just make it bit wider. I'll take it how to 10 on this side and then 10 on this side. Select it, copy and symmetric paste it. And then segment sew this to here and these sides together, and I want there to be a bit more material on the bottom so it can have more flare. When you move, more material can move around there. So I am just going to pull this point out by another 45 and do the same thing on this side. Always keep it symmetric unless you want to make this specifically asymmetric skirt. Move that to the back and flip horizontally. Simulate. There you can see we have a lovely dress with lots of material, and if you make it any longer, then it will drag on the floor. That can have a nice effect too. If you wanted to have that kind of effect where to sort of drag around, then you can just make it longer. Going to lower the particle distance, take a look at it at 10. And I think that's pretty nice. It's not too many wrinkles. And if they are too big and too many, then just make that smaller. You can also change the physical properties, raise the bulking, and then it becomes smoother. And then to give the belt some more thickness, I am just going to layer clone it and put that layer clone to the top and then just shift down a bit, move this down so we have a bit of overview, and that makes it bit thicker. Then doesn't bend so much like before it was bending around here with the wrinkles are. And we can also give it slight thickness of 2 or something like that. Depends on the effects you want. And of course you can make it thinner or taller. It's all up to you. I select everything, activate it and set this down to 5 and then simulate. And there we have got this pretty dress with all the fabric, and you want the fabric gathers in the back, of course make it longer, make this part longer. So it's a tiny bit different than the first one I showed you. That cause the pattern is little bit different. So here is the dress we just made, this pattern, and here is the one which I showed you before. And can you see the shirt is almost it's little bit different. So I have made you a screen capture that too you can look at. And then here is another version which I did before that, which has lot more fabric around here, and you can see it looks little bit more flattering, but it also has a pretty different look to it, and that just by making this part here much longer. The rest is same. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial and see you in the next one.